2-minute watch brands, let's go. F.P. Journe, one of the greatest living watchmakers in the world. Francois-Paul Journe was born in 1957 in Marseille, France. Journe's journey began very early when he entered into watchmaking school at just 14 years old. After he completed his training in Paris, he stayed to work for his uncle's antique watch restoration shop. Here he would continue to learn about watch history, hone his skills, and meet important collectors. In his early days, F.P. Journe was deeply inspired by the work of Abraham Louis Breguet and George Daniels. It was George Daniels' famous book, Watchmaking, that helped guide a young Journe to create his first tourbillon pocket watch, beginning at just age 21. Although it would take him 5 years to finish, he crafted every single component himself. In 1985, Journe opened his first workshop in Paris and began making beautiful custom pocket watches for his clients. One incredible creation from this workshop was his sympathique clock, inspired by Breguet's invention over a century earlier, which was basically the first iPhone docking station. It's a table clock that allows you to detach and dock a watch to take with you throughout the day. Then at night you can return it to the more accurate clock mechanism and it will sync up the time for you. It was a very charming piece that also flexed Journe's prowess as a craftsman. By 1989, things start to get very serious for the brand as he created his first movement manufacturer in Switzerland to create unique pieces and expand production. And in 1996, he launched a facility to create exclusive calibers as well. Fast forward to 99, and the F.P. Journe as we know it today is born with the debut of the Tourbillon Souverain. A wristwatch in all its glory included a movement made completely of 18-karat gold, including the gear train. This became a signature of many of Journe's watch lines. By 2000, Journe would go from 1 employee to 50, and in the last 22 years has picked up many awards, including 3 Golden Hand Awards at the Grand Prix of Horology in Geneva, which is equivalent to being a 3-time Best Picture winner at the Academy Awards. Among all the awards, Journe has also cultivated one of the most feverish fan bases in watchmaking, including the Journe Society, an exclusive group of Journe's most prominent collectors. Journe has countless iconic pieces in his current lineup, including the Resonance, a watch with 2 balances inspired by the scientific discovery of a Dutch mathematician in the 1600s who observed 2 pendulum clocks sync with each other when placed on a common beam. By placing 2 balance wheels next to each other, Journe's Resonance achieves this same effect and delivers better timing. Also in the lineup is the Centigraph, which won the Golden Hand in 2008, includes a flying seconds that ticks each time the escape wheel rotates and can, in theory, give you 1/100th of a second reading on your chronograph. Although this isn't as accurate as advertised, it's still very cool and amazing to look at. Then there's the even more complicated Astronomic, which has 18 different functions including a minute repeater, sunrise, sunset, equation of time, and second time zone. It was originally inspired by a sketch made by Francois-Paul's son, Charles. And lastly, there's my personal favorite, the Tourbillon Souverain, with a vertically set tourbillon to account for the force of gravity on the hairspring while the watch is rested flat on the wrist or on a table. The design speaks to Journe's passion, innovation, and creativity. There's perhaps no living watchmaker as iconic as F.P. Journe, and we should consider ourselves fortunate to have seen his creations produced in real time, as these are surely pieces we will be talking about through the rest of this century.